Hello, YouTube fans. Hello, shalom, my people. Shalom, shalom to my brothers and sisters. Seriously. Now you can tell from the title. Oh shit. Okay, hold on. Go up here. Okay. Yes, extend the video. There we go. So, um, alright. Shout out, shout out to the Myers fanatic. I'm in my sister's room. This is going to be my future room eventually. It's just that I'm waiting for her stuff to be moved out, but that doesn't matter. You don't care about that. You here for the title of the video. This is my. I wasn't even going to make a video about this, to be quite honest with you, because when I woke up and I was on my phone, actually, I'm going to have to fucking drink. If I'm talking about Hulk Hogan, I'm going to need some alcohol on me right now. I'm sorry, that's just me right now because I'm over here like I cannot talk about this man without even saying a whole bunch of shit. You know, this is going to be my enlightenment channel also, so I won't talk as much because it's going to be in both channels. So I'm not going to talk about as deeply as I wanted to. But the Myers fanatic, shout out to you, my brother. You said the same. You said everything in your video about Hulk Hogan I will show in this video. So if you guys already watched that video, you probably don't have to hear what he's saying. But I want to give you my thoughts before I play the video. When I woke up, it's funny too because Ozzy died. You know, Ozzy Osbourne died, and I didn't even know that he was sick or anything like that. You know, the day that he died, I was just like, why is he on a wheelchair? Oh, he's dead, and I'm like, oh, I didn't know he was like this. That's how much am I paying to these celebrities? I'm mostly focusing on myself, focusing on my channel, focusing on me growing very spiritually and stuff like that. You know, and sometimes I hang out with my friends or family and stuff. You know. So, and then I'm making my video game also. So of course I'm not paying attention to that crap, you know. But let's just call a spade, all right? Let's call a spade. Hulk Hogan was a piece of shit person. As a wrestler, he was the best entertainment wrestler of all time. But let's crack this down. Just like Vince McMahon, just because he's a great entertainer, doesn't mean he was a piece of fucking shit. Alright? We all know about the Vince stuff. You don't think Vince didn't do some of that stuff when Hulk Hogan was around? Oh, he didn't say, oh, hey, Hulk. You know, like what he did to Brock Lesnar? Hey, Hulk, I got this girl for you. You know? You know? And the fact that I see Brock Lesnar coming back at SummerSlam, I'm over here like either they found out that he didn't do shit what Vince was doing, or he put Vince under the bus so he can get scot-free. Just saying. But that's a whole other video in itself, to be quite honest with you. Even Alex, the Deluxe man, just Alex made a video about it, and his thumbnail is him in shock, as he should. I'll be in shock too. But I watched that video in my own time. But moving on. The Hulk Hogan, everything that... Alright, what's my history with Hulk Hogan? In a way, kind of similar to what the Myers fan kind of said, because when he first came back to WWE, I did saw some of the clips at that time because I wasn't watching wrestling as much, but I was getting into it basically. Because sometimes in my early life I was back and forth with wrestling because I started watching wrestling since I was like 2 years old, you know, and then I moved to Indianapolis, Indiana, and I watched it even more, you know. But there was a time that year that I did move to Indianapolis, Indiana. My friend, paid homage to Hulk Hogan versus The Rock, and I was like Hulk Hogan and he was The Rock or some shit. You know, I couldn't really understand it all that much, you know. But it was it was cool to, you know, play it out, fun out and stuff like that. You know, it was pretty cool. The fact that he used me as Hulk Hogan, to be quite honest with you, as like this legendary figure of wrestling, it was pretty cool when you think about it. Now, if you separate that with the real life person, you know, some people can do that, and that's fine. But a lot of people can't, and that is fine too, you know. But it's true what the Myers fanatic said. If we had a brother or a sister, an Afro person, so-called Afro, so-called black, or you know, or Afro color, basically, Afrocentric, basically. If we did anything of this, if we said, oh, fuck the white man, fuck the white people, if we said that, right? automatically will be shunned by this society. But God forbid we can't show the white society what their history was. Oh, we don't want that. That's from the past. That's from the past, man. Let it go. Let it go. Meanwhile, they're still slaughtering us like pigs over here. And kidnapping our children. Come on, man. Come on, man. We should not even be involved in their schools right now. The reason I say that is because I went to the beach. Well, I went to the beach. Yesterday I went to the Six Flags. So the next day I went to the beach, right? I went to the beach, Hampton Beach, and there was like Trump T-shirts and Hulk Hogan T-shirts and shit. But I really didn't pay attention to that stuff. What I did pay attention to was the people that were selling those T-shirts, and I guess I get it. Marketing wise, you're trying to get everybody. You know, I get it. Money is money. I get it. But when you have a person that is owning the store and they're racist as fuck, and they don't want you in their store, then you fucking leave. And you tell yourself, I'll make my own store so you don't have to come in. Oh, you can't do that. That's racist. But yeah, you don't want me in your store because I look like the way I look like. Get the fuck out of my face. Get out of my face. You see the bullshit? We see the bullshit. We can't, that's what I'm saying, man. You do realize that America itself, just America alone, not the other regions of the world. I mean, I could talk about that too, but let's just talk about America alone. Turtle Island. From Canada all the way to Mexico, that is Turtle Island. Okay? That is Turtle Island. And all those people that were born from Canada to Turtle Island, if you are an Afro person, like dark skinning, light skinning, you know that music video of the O.J. Simpson, that's the story of O.J. from Jay-Z, you know, light, dark, you know, that I don't want to say the N-word here because, well, I mean, that's the thing. Me and my friends say it and shit like that, obviously, because, I mean, that's how they talk. My friends talk like that too because, well, we're Afro people. You know, we all. That's the thing. It's funny too because we talk like that to each other. But if a white person said that to us or an Asian person said that to us, motherfucker, we would be beating up heads. And then all of a sudden we're in prison just because, oh, someone said the N-word to us, and we'd be like, don't say that. Oh, I say whatever I want. It's my mouth. Now, I don't want people to be like, oh, look, what the Myers Fanatics video just made, what he made about that of Hulk Hogan, respect, bro. I just don't want people to be like, oh, so you associated with him, and he's. Look, I don't want him to get in trouble with, because he's doing really good stuff on his channel, and let him do that. You know, if he looks at my channel and he's like, oh, that's kind of like, you know, this and that for my channel, then that's fine, and I don't want that to contrast with what he's doing. Do what you do, bro, because what you're doing right now in your channel, the Myers Fan, you're doing great. You know, again, no complaints, to be honest. Trust me, there's a lot of brothers and sisters out here in this YouTube platform that don't know what to do and they're crazy. And I'm over here like, common sense. What's wrong with you? I don't care if you're religious or not. Just common sense. You know, I'm not here to reign anyone's religion or anything like that. As long as you're not hurting anybody. You know, not like these white folks. Oh, did I say that right? Did I say that out loud? You gotta eat your vitamins, say your prayers. No one doesn't care about that shit anymore, man. That shit died years ago. No one didn't. By the time the 80s was dying off, people started seeing the bullshit. Then when the 90s happened, no one didn't want that. No one didn't want that. And it's funny too that when Vince was there, he was still trying to push that crap. Even in the ruthless aggression era and the era that we live in now, he was still trying to push that before he got kicked out. One-man show, basically. No one doesn't care about that eating vitamins, saying your prayers shit. No one doesn't, you know, no one doesn't like that shit. No one doesn't like that shit anymore. All right? So, when I see Hulk Hogan dead, when I was on my social media pages, I went on YouTube, right? And it said, rest in peace, Hulk Hogan. And I'm like, that's a nice little show right there. That's a nice little show. Not funny, but you know, you kind of got me. You kind of got me. Hulk Hogan's dead. What? Oh, this is real. Oh. Huh. I'm dead serious. I had more of a reaction of Ozzy dying than Hulk Hogan. How I even thought to myself that, how is this not a conspiracy of him faking dying so all of us can be like, oh, Hulk Hogan, oh, Hulk Hogan. And then Hulk Hogan in the background will be like, yeah, brother, you see, they cared about me all along, even if I was racist. No, no. I know a lot of people will be like, well, I don't wish death on anybody, and that's fine. To me, sometimes I do on wicked people that freaking deserve, that are hurting people, that are hurting children, that are hurting my people especially, and our children too. So yes, sometimes you do have to wish death upon people. Why? Because there's wicked motherfuckers around here that deserve to fucking die. Now, I'm not saying Hulk Hogan's that. I'm just saying that he's just a piece of shit fucking person. A piece of shit human being. That's really it. If word gets out eventually after his death that he did a whole bunch of shit to kids, then I will be like, well, WWE needs to apologize, and they never will. They never will, because these are the same people that will go with Trump also. And then people want to be like, oh, it's political. Are you not seeing the fucking shit on the wall? If you can't see that shit, then don't come to this channel. This channel's not for you. You want to be ignorant. Let's call a spade, guys. WWE not that long ago went to the White House to take a picture of Trump, for crying out loud. And then the thing with Vince, and Vince is friends with Trump. Come on, man. And then you're gonna have Hulk Hogan freaking being helping Trump sell his shit, basically, like have people, you know how the politics shit are. It's just stupid. And then when you look at it, literally, I remember, what is it? When my sister came over, and I'm like, Hulk Hogan died. And she's like, yeah, I know, but I have no feelings for that racist piece of shit. I'm dead serious. Can I blame her? Can I blame her? No, I don't. I don't blame her at all. I don't blame her at all. All right? She's Afro-Salvadorian and Puerto Rican. So when she hears that racist shit from Hulk Hogan, she was like, fuck you. When I heard that shit from Hulk Hogan, I was just like, oh, I know you were a piece of shit. Now, I just don't care if you die the next day. That's how I felt when I first heard that. Now, now I've been like a little ease about calm down a bit, basically. But looking back at what I said, I don't regret what I said. I just look at his death now and I'm just like, that's just karma. It's karma. It's karma. And if he did fake his death, well, you're stupid anyways, because you're the one that likes to be in the limelight all this time. And now you don't want to be in the limelight, you want to fake your own death? It's like so stupid. It's so stupid. Not to say that stuff doesn't happen in Hollywood. Of course it does. I mean, why do you think we always thought about Tupac faking his own death? That still is talked about to this day. Why? Because people love Tupac. Can you blame them? Have you heard his music? I'm not a huge fan of Tupac, but I've heard some of his music, and it's like, it just hits you, man. It just hits you. It does. It just hits you. And there's just a lot of stuff with this man. And again, I am going to get to what is it, the Minus Finance video soon. It's only 8 minutes long, and I'm already 13 minutes in, and I haven't even drinking a sip. Hold on, guys. I have to. Oh, man. Oh, it's like 1:51, and I'm drinking. I usually could do it like at 6 or 7, but the reason I'm doing it now is because I'm talking about this man. All right? And if YouTube doesn't want me to upload this video, I'll just put it at Rumble. I'll put it on Instagram. You can't stop me what I'm doing here. So the fact that some of our people too want to be like, oh, just let it go. Let it go. He was Hulk Hogan, man. The Rock and Hulk Hogan. Vince and Hulk Hogan. Yeah, okay. You like those matches. I do too. But it's still not gonna, when I watch a Chris Benoit match, I'm still gonna have in my head like, oh, he still killed his family, even though I'm still researching that spiritually and all that stuff, because there's a lot of mundane, disgusting hitting stuff, a lot of stuff with the Chris Benoit stuff. Like, did you know that WWE didn't announce his death until late at night, even though WWE knew his death the day of his death? They didn't put it on Wikipedia. And most people are like, well, anyone can change on Wikipedia. No shit. But that doesn't tell you that they said how he was in his death on Wikipedia, like it literally early in the morning. But WWE didn't talk about his death until when Raw was aired. And they didn't, and they said, and it's confirmed from WWE that they didn't know what he did until late until they were showing his matches, you know, to pay respects to him and shit like that. Still to this day, there's a bullshit trigger that's in my brain saying bullshit. You knew since the beginning, you knew since day in the morning, and then you hyped him up to give some skits on Raw, and then you're like, yeah, by the way, yeah, we found out that he killed his own family and his own child, so yeah, we're gonna cut that out. It's almost like you knew he did this, but you didn't say anything until it got leaked out more to the public, because apparently you work with people. I won't be surprised if WWE works with people, be like, can we slowly put this out in the public, like late at night, not during in the morning, because we have a show to run, you know? But how come there was no people in the audience? They had to do that. It was a big freaking event in wrestling. I mean, a big event, a big crazy thing that happened with wrestling. You know. But again, there's so many YouTube videos out there that talk about the Eddie stuff and the Chris Benoit stuff. The way that it just does not make sense. It doesn't. Hell, people even questioning with the whole Ultimate Warrior stuff. But it goes back to what. It goes back to what a lot of people said too, and what Demise Fanatic said too. When these people die, you praise them like a motherfucker, and then when it comes to our people, you talk shit to him or her. For example, here's a great example, a great fucking example. Oprah Winfrey, that snake of a bitch. She comes out praising Michael Jackson like crazy, right? When he's alive, right? And then all this allegations happens to him, right? Still praises him, right? Basically. And then when he's dead, she talks on him. Shits on his legacy, shit on everything, and then she's like, yeah, he really did that stuff, guys. He really did that stuff. And I'm over here thinking, if you knew when he was alive, how come you didn't say anything until he was dead? That's how I know it's bullshit. Fuck you, Oprah. Seriously. That's why I hate some of these celebrities that look like us and they want to sell out. Oprah is a sellout. I'm sorry, guys. She is. She's a fucking sellout. She's a fucking sellout. She's a terrible person. Terrible person. All right? If you ever see a picture of her hanging out with Epstein, that's all you need to know. That is all you need to freaking know. All right? I'm sure there is. There's even a picture of Vince McMahon hanging out with Diddy. All right. So there's that. So let's put this video on real quick. So.
Hey guys, this is the Myers fan back.
Shout out to the Myers fan, by the way. Seriously, shout out to you, brother. Without you, I wouldn't be making this video right now. To be quite honest with you, because I did not want to make a video about Hulk Hogan. I didn't want to. Why? I don't want him to steal my energy while he's fucking dead. Vampire fuck piece of freaking red, orange. I want that color better. In the WWE video games, I wore red and yellow way better than Hulk Hogan. Get at me.
With another wrestling video, and as you've heard by now, Hulk Hogan has passed away. So I thought I would give my thoughts on it. And as usual, I'm going to be straight with you guys. I never really knew that much about the Hulk Hogan character. The first time I'd seen him, like really saw him, was in 2002. When he returned to WWF, now WWE. And he was doing the whole thing with The Rock, and he was in the NWO. And then after that, he turned face. And he did the Mr. America thing, and I really enjoyed that.
Me too.
But
it was cool.
That's as far as I'm going to go as far as praising him is concerned.
Right.
Because other than what I just told you, other than the memories of him being in the ruthless aggression era.
And I'll tell you this, guys. I'll tell you this. I don't want to say I was a Hulkamaniac kid, because that was in a different era. You know, I was born in 1993 when the Hulk Hogan era was gone, when the Hulkamania was dead. Oh, I said that out loud. Too soon, you jerk. You came to this channel? Well, that's how you're going to get it. I'm the TheSkullKlown. What do you expect?
And he came back at the tail end of the Attitude Era, and I enjoyed watching him. It's not that I thought that he was such a good wrestler. I just enjoyed the storyline, and I enjoyed seeing him do his thing.
Right.
Other than that,
the reason I mentioned me not being a Hulkamania fan is because I used to watch Hogan Knows Best. I used to watch that a lot. And then when he did a rivalry with Randy Orton, Randy Knows Best. You know, remember that? Good times. Back when actually wrestling was fun. I know some people still didn't like that era, but you mean to tell me it wasn't fun, or at least watchable or entertaining? Then you know what? Go to Little Corner for the people that just enjoyed the 80s era and the Attitude Era, and can't enjoy any other era because, oh, my era is better than your era. Then you can't enjoy any other era. It's so sad, man. So sad. There are other eras that are better, but there's some eras that have bullshit shit. You know? A lot of bullshit shit. You know how many scandals there were in the 80s? And that was like the best time to be a wrestling fan? You know how many scandals that company had? Right? Don't get me... Never mind.
he's not, or I should say, he wasn't a very nice person.
He was not.
Now, did it affect me when he died? Yes. But let me tell you who it really affected. It really affected the 16-year-old me. Because that's how old I was. I was 15, turning 16. So that little kid, that adolescent in me was affected by his death. But other than that, that's as far as I'm going to go. I'm not going to sit here and glaze him and act like he was some wonderful human being, because from what I know, he wasn't.
He wasn't.
Now, what they're going to do on WWE television is they're going to cry for it.
Of course. That's why when I saw the picture of WWE mourning Hulk Hogan at Raw, SmackDown, and in NXT, I'm over here like, 3 times you praise this motherfucker? 3 times? You could have just said it on Raw or waited on SmackDown, but you did it on NXT, Raw, and SmackDown. You're full of it, WWE. Full of shit. Full of it. When I saw that shit, when I saw that picture, I'm over here like, this is what this company represents. Racist bullshit. I mean, what do you expect? Look at Vince. And you mean to tell me that his daughter, son, and son-in-law, and Undertaker, the people that are close to him, did not know what Vince was doing? Then kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. Seriously, man. But I would like to know Undertaker's thoughts after Hulk Hogan died. Because he doesn't like Hulk Hogan. So he's probably like, you know, I don't know about that. The stuff that he says. But at the same time, it's like, you were hanging out with Vince not that long ago with those allegations. I can understand his son, because that's your son. And yes, it might look bad for him, but that's still his son. You know, father and son time. You know, you get that. You know, you can somewhat give it a slide, but at the same time, you're like, you should not be seen with each other at all, just saying. But with the Undertaker one, with Shane, Undertaker, and Vince all together, I'm over here like, Undertaker, you look very, very bad right now, man. You look very fucking bad. You know, it's like the same thing with Mick Foley. Oh, can I find a way to email him or something while he's locked up? It's like, Mick, what the fuck is wrong with you, Mick? And then people want to point out that, no, these people praise Vince so much because what they are, what they're at. And I'm like, you could say that, or maybe it's a lot more and much more darker than what we think. But people don't want to think about that. They don't want to think about The Undertaker, Hulk Hogan, Austin, or even The Rock. They don't want to think about these wrestlers being corrupt to the point that they were corrupt to begin with just to get to the top. They became household names for a reason.
Him, and they're gonna mourn for him.
Yeah. United States. Pissed off at Trump, but mourning at Hulk Hogan, a racist. How does that make sense? How does that in the words of what's his name? I don't know why I was going to say Bill Murray. It's not Bill Murray. Hold on, let me look it up right now. Oh, Bernie Mac. There we go. The words of Bernie Mac. America. Remember the Bernie Mac show? That shit was like shit as a kid. Hell yeah. I always had a crush on his niece, like the oldest one. Always had a crush on her. And have you noticed the boy that played what is it? His nephew with the glasses and stuff? Have you noticed that he was in the Angry Video Game Nerd movie? You know, I remember when I saw that movie, the trailer to that movie. I was like, I haven't seen you in years, bro. You look good. You look good. You look good, healthy, and I'm glad to see you again, man. Seriously, just take care of yourself. Seriously, that's the best thing we can ask for our people.
And they're going to expect us to do the same thing.
Yep.
I want to let you know right now that I'm not a racist person. I try to treat everybody with respect. But I'm not going to overlook your nasty behavior. I don't give a damn who you are or were.
No, seriously.
You see a lot of times with white fans.
And the thing is, okay, I'm going to keep going. I'm sorry, guys. The reason he says that is because it is true. And the thing is, you'd be surprised how many people, especially our people too, that will hear what he says and he's like, oh, well, you're just mad and you're just racist. Even though he just came out of nowhere saying that he's not racist, but you know how the internet is with these stupid people. Oh, no, he's just a racist. Because he called out Hulk Hogan's bullshit? What? It's just because he called out on America's bullshit? On society's bullshit? Automatically he's a racist? You know? It's almost like that one time from Reverend H that I comment on his video saying that, oh, sooner or later people are going to say that the sun is racist because they can't go out in the sun because they'll die. And he started laughing because it's true. What are you going to say, the sun is racist? You're going to look like a fucking idiot. Maybe you should not be here.
One of their athletes does something wrong.
Oh, that's racist. No. The sun is killing you off because you're not supposed to be here. How is that racist? That's not racist. That means that you are an invader of our planet. If you can't sympathize with the sun.
They will want you to just overlook it. And just say, oh, well, that was Chris Benoit. Oh, well, that was Hulk Hogan. Just overlook it. Just overlook it. Oh, well, that's Steve Austin. Just overlook it. They want you to do that. But whenever one of our athletes does something, they don't overlook it. They constantly remind you day after day after day. They have to do special after special after special about that person.
Pretty much.
How many specials are there about P. Diddy by now? How many specials are there about R. Kelly? About O.J. Simpson?
But there's no specials about... How many specials they are about the Epstein stuff? And how many documentaries is there about him? And how many documentaries are they with about with all the people that he worked with? No? There's none? Yeah. Because we live in a fucking... Okay. You know the movie, The Watchmen? When the guy that looks like the Batman character, but it's Owlman, basically, almost like Owlman. And the guy with the patch, he's like a big brooding guy. He has a patch and shit like that. I forgot what he's in also he's in The Walking Dead and he has like the baseball bat with the leather jacket. He's like a villain. So that actor, those two actors were talking to each other in that movie, right? And the guy that looked like an owl, he's like, "What's happened to America, man?" And then the guy that's from The Walking Dead, he's looking at him with the cigar and laughing. He's like, "What do you mean? This is the American dream. This is it. You're living in it." And it's true. The American dream is literally shitting on people that are not. You know what I'm about to. You know what I'm going to say. That are not part of the founding fathers. Saying that right now. And those founding fathers are a piece of shit people because they had slaves. And if they didn't have slaves, then they took people away to make them their servants. Did you know that George Washington, the teeth that he, the teeth that he had were from slaves that he had? I even found this out too. I even found this out years ago that they were not just slave people; they were actually slave children. So he literally grabbed little kids and, color kids, Afro kids, take their teeth out, put them inside dentures so he can put them in his mouth. Okay? I remember hearing that years ago, but you went out and find that now. Now it's just about, he took this from slave people. And then I'm over here like, wait a minute. Yeah, it's like, wait a minute. Didn't he take that from children? And also Beethoven, when he put that on his piano or key or whatever instrument that he was using, the little notes that played, those were bones and organs from children. I'm not making this up, man. I'm not making this up. I wish I was making this shit up. Lock me up right away. But no, this is going to block this video saying that's hate speech. Why? Why? Because you know the truth. The internet knows the truth and you fucking hate it. You fucking hate it. Too fucking bad. And you're not going to hide from it. It's going to be out over the world by the end of 2025. And there's going to be riots. There's going to be people are going to go crazy over this shit. Because when people find out the truth, they're going to be more pissed off at their government than any part of history ever before ever freaking lived. And I guarantee you, when people start rioting and start doing shit, they're going to call us names. They're going to call us names. Watch. So moving on. I'm sorry, guys.
They want you to just overlook the filth that they do, but when we do something, they have to constantly remind you of it.
Yep.
Now, a lot of fans are going to come onto my page and just spam my comment section and talk about, oh, you shouldn't speak ill of the dead. You should respect him even if he called your people the N-word. Just overlook that because...
Well, no white man that has white hair should not be calling any Afro person the N-word. All right? Let me get this straight right now. If you are a Caucasian person and you say the N-word, we all know you say the N-word behind the scenes. We all know this. Shout out to Bobby Hemmett. We all know this. You talk about us all the time behind the scenes. Look at that nigga. Look at that bitch. Because you're jealous of what we look like. He's all, that nigga is all standing tall and looking like he's confident. Oh, what's he about? Oh, fuck him.
He was Hulk Hogan. I'm not going to do that today. If you want me to overlook Hulk Hogan, you have to overlook R. Kelly.
Ooh.
If you want me to overlook Chris Benoit, then you overlook O.J. Simpson.
Ooh, preach.
I'm going to throw it right back at you.
Thank you.
Did you know O.J. Simpson was never proven to be the killer?
It's true. And most people are like, but he admitted it. And he admitted it when the court ended. How do you not know that someone just told him and he said, yo, yeah, let's just admit it. So he can look bad. Or how do you not know they just said that he admitted it so he can look even more bad? How do you not know that? You guys don't know how long AI has been around. You think AI is new. AI has been around since the dawn of the fucking galaxy. It's not new. All you have to do is tap into it with radio frequencies and shit like that. It's not new. It's not new. Stop acting like this is new. Jeez, man. Jeez. And if you don't understand that, then you need to do more research within thyself. And you need to do more research of what your planet what this planet used to be. This planet used to have so much high technology. It's ridiculous. Things were floating in the air and we were floating in the air because things were floating in the air. And when it fell down, guess what happened? We fell down. Because people, Caucasian people, invaded our planet and decided to fucking be like, oh, this is scary. Oh, that's offensive. That's racist. Because we can't do it. Take it down. That's the history of America, founded by bloodshed.
Did you know that the case remains unsolved?
It is.
Did you know that there was DNA under Nicole's fingernails that did not match?
Going back to what I said about Chris Benoit, did you know that they found alcohol, barrels of alcohol, when they found his corpse? Then when they autopsied his body, no trace of alcohol in his system. Now you tell me, who the fuck was in that fucking building? There was somebody else. There was somebody else. There was somebody else in there that took them out. I don't know who. There's speculations who I think it is, but it's not concrete. Because everyone looks guilty. Every time I look at the people that are surrounded by this, everyone looks guilty. So does Vince in WWE. They look very guilty. Just by that alone, guys, has to tell you a lot. There was a whole bunch of beers on the floor, but no alcohol in Chris Benoit's system. And they kept fucking telling the whole story while he was getting drunk and all that, but his autopsy showed that he didn't sip one alcohol. So don't fuck with me with that shit and stop fucking lying to me. Stop lying and stop insulting my intelligence. You know? And if you haven't researched it, then do your fucking diligence and do it. Do your homework. You don't want to do it? Then don't blame me. Don't argue with me if you don't do your homework. That's what I hate about the internet, man. Oh, you're gone. Oh, you're gone. And shit. That's what I hate about the internet, man. Oh, you're gone. I'm like, did you do your research? Like, seriously, I can literally give you all the research in the world. But you have to have the mind to actually see it. Because if you ignore it, then that means you don't have the mind to see it. You understand that? You know? It's almost like that time when people talk shit about Trump, and then people are like, oh no, he's a good president, he's here to help the people and shit like that, and now people are seeing the truth about shit, about Trump, and even Trump supporters are like, damn, we fuck up. You know? You know? It's like that. It's like that.
Mr. Simpson, but you don't want to overlook him. You don't want to forgive him, but you're going to expect all of the black fans to just overlook and forgive Hulk Hogan simply because he was Hulk Hogan. Paul Levesque, Triple H, in his infinite wisdom, or whoever's decision it was, decided to bring Hulk Hogan back on the January 6th episode of Monday Night Raw.
The last time we saw him.
How black fans would feel about it.
And he got booed out the building.
But you know what they said? Hey, just overlook that. That's Hulk Hogan. But the media does...
You know what? Yo, shout out to you, Miles Fanac, because when Hulk Hogan died, and they showing all his stuff, I'm like, I'm like, Triple H, you're just showing your true colors, huh? You know he's a racist, right? You know, I'm just obviously. And this is Triple H. Well, you know what? Things change. Oh, yeah, I bet. And the whole thing with Brock Lesnar coming back at SummerSlam, yeah, things have changed, haven't they? Sooner or later, Vince is going to walk by with his fucking ass cheeks out and be like, I'm here, bitches. At that point, if Vince does come back for no fucking reason, I'm completely done with this company. Completely done. This company assaults your intelligence countless fucking times, and all you guys are like, for crying out loud, they bring freaking Vicky Guerrero back, even though even though we heard about the relationship between her and her daughter and what she did for her daughter to get abused, sexually abused, and she doesn't fucking care. So it's like, fuck you, bitch, and yet WWE still brings her. Excuse me. No, excuse you, woman. I don't want to see you on my fucking goddamn screen anymore. You fucking bitch. You're not even fucking a Guerrero anymore. Go fuck yourself. Even Chava Guerrero, the one that I still look at suspicious a little bit, just literally came out and it was like, fuck this bitch. Fuck this bitch. Seriously.
Not want to overlook R. Kelly. It does not want to overlook O.J. Simpson. Why can't they be forgiven? You know why? Because they're black.
Ooh.
Black people don't deserve the same forgiveness.
We don't deserve second chances.
Black people don't deserve the same mercy as white people.
Yep.
That's what this is.
No, it's true.
I'm not going to glaze Hulk Hogan today. I'm going to tell you that as an adolescent, I enjoyed the storylines that he was involved in.
Same.
But that's as far as it's going to go.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to sit here and act like he was a virtuous person because he wasn't.
Thank you.
Virtuous people don't use language like that. Virtuous people own up to what they do and say, you know what?
Right.
I did that, I said that, and I was wrong.
Right.
And even when Mark Henry allegedly tried to help him and take him to a bunch of black colleges to help him to understand things a little bit better, he allegedly refused.
Yeah.
So don't tell me to overlook Hulk Hogan. I don't care about what he was or what he said or anything like that or what he did in the past. I care about how he affected my people.
Pretty much.
That is what I care about. Because when it's Chris Benoit or Hulk Hogan, they get a pass. But like I said, R. Kelly doesn't get a pass. O.J. Simpson definitely didn't get a pass. They harassed that man until the day he fucking died.
You know, what was it? Epstein gets a pass. Trump gets a pass. Biden gets a pass. But not Michael Jackson. You know, for example. Or, you know, insert anyone here. You know?
And if they could, I'm going to be straight with you. If they could, the white media would dig his body up, raise him up from the dead, and put him on trial again. If they could. I don't wish death on anyone, so I'm not going to sit here and say, whoa, I'm glad he's dead. I'm not going to glaze him either. That's not going to happen. He was a horrible person.
Yep.
That's all I can tell you. There will not be any fanfare. I'm not going to show his picture with the thing that says the year he was born and the year he died. I'm not doing all that.
For real.
I'm just going to end the video. And it's as simple as that.
Yep.
Now, for all the ones that want to get angry, you have the right to do so. I don't wish death on any person, but at the same time, it is what it is.
Right.
And those are my thoughts on it. He was a horrible person, and I'm not going to make it like he was anything other than that.
Yep. It's true. That is true. And, there we go. And that's it. That's really it. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you're new. And comment and like anyways if you want to give your thoughts and your opinions and shit. But that's really it, man. That's really it. I finished with my beer. Yeah, the Myers Fanatic said everything. You know, I'm sorry I disturb each between videos, but sometimes it has to be said. You know, sometimes it has to be said. it's so ridiculous that it is funny that now some of our people, including some white folks, are literally looking at this whole situation and they're like, damn, man, we fucked up. We fucked up. And it's like, we've been telling you this for a long time, but apparently you're over here like, no, you're racist. We can do whatever we want with you. It's like that time when I point out, when people were like, oh, who cares about a black Superman? And I'm over here like, yeah, and who cares about a black Batman, right? But yet, I come over here being like, oh, but it's okay if Batman had a black butler, right? And then some people are like, uh-huh. You see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about? You don't want us to be any type of these superheroes, but if we serve the superheroes, it's all fine, right? If we were Alfred serving Batman and he's white and we're Afro cut and we're Afro, it's fine, right? It's fine. This is why I've said Killmonger was right.